Today I want to show you the correct way to mop. It's actually very, very simple, and I'll show you all the right equipment that you need. One, you need the right double bucket system with a wringer. Two, you need a mop, you need some chlorine, and then you need your chemical separately in a trigger spray bottle. You'll see if you use this technique that your grouting will come clean and white, as you can notice here. Alright, the right way to do it is you need a double bucket system. The one bucket is filled with clean, fresh, cold water, and the other bucket with the wringer. If I move this wringer, you'll notice that it's got the dirty water inside. So what you're going to do here, the process that you use is that you take your fresh water and put that onto the floor where it mixes with the dirt, and then from there the mop actually becomes a vacuum cleaner, which then sucks up the dirt and the water, and you then transfer that into the empty bucket on this side, which will then become full as the fresh cold water becomes empty. Alright, let's start with step number one. What you do is you take a tablespoon of chlorine and you pour that into the cold water and you mix it in. Okay, 10 liters of cold water to a tablespoon of chlorine, and that will be your disinfectant. Now that's also going to eliminate the odor that you will then have in your premises. Okay, now you'll actually notice that the mop will always stay white and clean, because if you mop this way you don't actually need to wash your mop at the end of the process. Alright, let's start. First of all, okay, you take your chemicals. We are going to do this little area here. You always start in little squares. So say 1 meter by 2 meters. You use that area. You spray your chemical. Alright, then what you do is you take your water. Your water then mixes with the dirt and the detergent. You now mop that up. You'll also see that she's swinging the mop in the correct manner, so that it actually sweeps the entire floor. Okay, that is now mixed with the dirt. Now she puts water down for the second time, and that water then goes into the empty bucket with the dirty water. Notice it there. Now, second round, that's now fresh water that cleans up the detergent. You must remember that there's now chlorine in the water, which is also acting as a disinfectant, which will leave your premises, whether it's a restaurant or a public space or a home or a toilet, very, very fresh smelling. You must remember that you must always color code your equipment. So I'm using a blue one here, which I use in my home, but when you're working in a toilet environment you should have a red one and a red mop. The handle of the mop should also be red. You'll see here my handle is blue and my buckets are blue. A toilet is a place for contamination, so you don't mix your different areas. And then you start section number 2. So you work in little sections. You'll see section 1, section 2. You can actually see how quickly it went in the first place. There you put the water. I'll just let it do it a second time to show you the effect and how quickly it actually happens. Sucking up the detergent and the fresh water. So there's the mop now being a vacuum cleaner. Now she puts fresh water again, which will now get rid of the detergent. It also dilutes your, so you don't want to use too much detergent, you don't want to use too much water. Because remember, whatever you put down you have to suck up eventually. And there we go. Simple, quick, easy, very hygienic, and you will have awesome, awesome floors.